Hey guys, what is up? Deagle here, and right now we are going to take a look at a system I kind of composed of. It's basically supposed to be used in adventure maps for a long timer. The timer is not exact. The time can vary ever so slightly, but it is a big timer. So if you wanted to have like a 10-minute timer, you could do that at your ready, whatever you want to do. And it's very compact. This is not it, but this is what I was doing to try to see the timers that people use, such as this, having items fall through cobwebs into the onto a pressure plate, and also having dispensers shoot out an arrow that goes into the button, and it does the rinse and repeat all the way around. Yeah, very ineffective. Let me show you. Push the button, shoots the arrow, does this. After it despawns, it's gonna trigger the T flip-flop, change everything, and I'm just gonna go all through that. This is what I really have though. This is the actual one. So you have 64 arrows in there, and the time, how you set the timer is by having a certain amount of arrows in your dispenser. So having a certain amount of arrows will make sure, will judge how long it is. So what it takes every arrow to despawn, and it usually shoots out 2 arrows at a time. I'm going to show you what I mean. Push the button. This is going to go there. It's going to shoot usually 2 arrows into the button to keep the door open. And when the arrows despawn, it's going to toggle off and then do the same thing. And it's just going to keep doing that. And this is a very long timer. What I have here is just so it makes sure the circuit doesn't close. Like every time I take out an arrow, see it loses power, but it makes sure it actually doesn't close. And let's say the arrows mess up, because sometimes the arrows will mess up. Let me just take all the arrows out. What happens is when it messes up, it's gonna go back through this pulse, because it's all going to turn off, but this is going to make sure it goes back to this pulse one more time to shoot more arrows in. Let me show you what I mean. And if I could, like that. I don't know if you saw it, but the arrows deflected off of me and it went through this and shot 2 more arrows back out. So this does work consistently, and it's a nice long range timer. You gotta judge how long for each arrow, and then you should be fine. And so what this could be used for in an adventure map is, let's say you have to do a thing. Let's see if this actually works. Whoops. Let's open that up. Okay, let's say you have to do this parkour map in the given time. So let's just try to do this. Okay, did that. And now you have to go over here and solve this puzzle, which is basically just a riddle. And here's the riddle. It's called murder. 5 murder suspects, including the guilty party, are being interrogated by the police at the scene of a brutal murder. The 5 statements made, just 3 are true. Then we go. These are the 5 statements. Alf White, David Dark is the murderer. I'm innocent. It wasn't Ernie Black. Alf White is lying. Barry Gloomy is telling the truth. And then you'd have to figure that out. The answer is, it is Ernie Black is the murderer. So right here, what I have right here. Oh, and also, as you saw, there was pistons under here, so you cannot access this. It was like that until you push the button. And what I set up down here, also kind of cool. It's just a line of alternating blocks of power, and then not. And so all of them were powered, and they're all up, and now these are just all unpowered, and then they're all down. You can see them. These are just stairs right here, so you can actually access the chest. Trap chest, by the way. And then I just have a little circuit going down here, and nothing too much, nothing too fancy. So let me just cover that in a little bit. The murderer, and what I have here is the trap chest. We'll activate who is the murderer. So since this one, it's going to do the right pulse. And there you go. Push this block. Now you can get your items. You're gonna get your gold sword. And then now we're gonna go up through here. And now that block was pushed, and so once you step on these, all the mobs will spawn out. But since it's on peaceful, it'll need all the lag. Yep. There you go. And it's just gonna keep going, until I just murder every one of these guys. When I put villagers, I can actually murder all of them. There you go. And now they'll stop once you get off the pressure plate. So that's basically it. So now 3 aspects: parkour, puzzle, riddle, then fighting could all be put into the long timer. And simple redstone circuit right there, nothing too much. We gotta run back, which you can just hop onto the side. And this is a really broken thing. But since now you have the lever, you can put on the door, and you're going on your day. Before the door closed or what happened. So you can see that this is still going strong. 43 arrows, it's still going consistent rate. And that will go as far as you want. If you want to put 10 arrows in there, 15 arrows, a stack of arrows, it's up to you. If you want to just do 1 arrow, or the 2 arrows at least, basically the same thing. 3 arrows, you know, it varies a little bit, and it's also a very cool way to, what's the last one? Oh yeah, whatever. It's a cool way to have a nice long timer for maybe for an adventure map. So I just should show you guys. Hopefully you guys can do something with this, and I guess for watching, and see you guys later.